What is up, FishAholics? Rich J here, FishAholic Fishing, and today I'm here at one of my favorite local ponds in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And I really wasn't even gonna go fishing today because the last 2 days in a row I came here to try and make this video, and I did terrible. Couldn't even catch a fish. And today's video, I'm basically gonna be trying to catch, doing a catch and cook, and then I'm gonna do an unboxing video because I got some brand new lures in the mail. My first ever MTB Pro by Ketchco from Mystery Tackle Box. And I wanted to show you guys the lures, but then I also wanted to catch some fish, so I didn't want to just do a traditional unboxing video. So that's why I'm here at the pond. And it's around lunchtime, so I figured this is a good opportunity for me to maybe catch some perch and light a fire and cook them up, and then show you guys some interesting lures, and hopefully make a cool little video for you guys. So the conditions are perfect. Flat, calm water. Barely a breath of wind out here. And I came here yesterday and it was really, really windy, and I tried fishing, caught nothing. Then I came the day before and it was a beautiful high sun day, very similar to today, but there was a little bit more wind and I still caught nothing. So hopefully third time's the charm. Let's do it. This is definitely one of my favorite ponds to fish, but the problem is you always have to wear waders really to fish it effectively. I'm going to start off fishing with this small little micro jig here on a 1/16 ounce jig head, and this is a little soft plastic Lunker City finesse shad. And usually the perch and the bass in here love this little bait, but like yesterday and the day before I didn't do too well fishing this. But today's a different day, different conditions. I'm hoping it'll work out. Oh my gosh, first cast, fish on. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice little perch right there on my first cast. Like I said, today's a different day. This one's a little too tiny for me to fillet and cook that one up, so I'm gonna search for one a little bit bigger. I'm gonna work my way down into this corner here. Usually, for whatever reason, there's a lot of bass and perch that like to sit in this corner. And only a couple days ago, there was actually ice over in this corner, so I couldn't even fish that part of the spot here. That's probably another reason why I didn't catch too many fish. Usually like right there is a good spot. I always catch a couple fish, and then right over here in the corner, I always catch like the bulk of my fish whenever I come to this spot. There he is, fish on. This guy's running. There we go. I think I just caught lunch right there, guys. A little bit bigger than my first one. Sorry, buddy. Throw this guy right on the bank, and I'm gonna take a few more casts, see if I can catch a few more fish, then I'm gonna start cooking, I guess. Thank goodness for lighters. All right, so I got the fire going. Not really a big fire, but it's cooking. So, I'm gonna fillet up the fish. Then, I got my pot here. I'm gonna put some oil in that, put that over the fire, and yeah, have myself a little fish fry. All right, I think it's about time for the first piece of fish here. All right, I'm thinking this fish is just about done. Oh, it's definitely going to be very tender. It's falling right apart. Looks pretty dang good though, if you ask me. All right, so definitely one of the harder fires I've ever had to light before. And I finally got my fish here. I'm going to give it my first taste. It looks really good. Excellent. If you haven't gotten these breadcrumbs before, hot and spicy panko chipotle breadcrumbs. I'll put a link down in the description. Awesome breadcrumbs. I just love frying fish up or chicken with it. Amazing. Perch is definitely one of my favorite fish to eat. Now let's get on to the box here. Dexter knife. Slice right through that packaging tape. This is my first time ever opening a mystery tackle box. Comes with a little card here, and I guess this shows basically what I got in here. I've got a double plopper, which is valued at $17.84. A Swank at $9.99. A Mojo Jiggin Spoon at $6.99. A Swimmin Grub at $2.99. A Lunker Bug at $5.49. And an offset round bed bleeding bait hook at $3.50. So I'm assuming these are the hooks right here in red. And usually I love fishing hooks like this, you know, if I'm fishing really big worms, say like 10 to 12 inches, or, you know, maybe a little smaller for, you know, largemouth bass, usually in, you know, late spring, throughout the summer, early fall. Right now it's January, so I don't know if I'm going to be using those too much, but definitely always something good to have, you know, on you or in your tackle box. And this is the 6 cents Swank crank. Okay, so this is $9.99. It's a nice little crankbait right there. And yeah, I mean, it's a big crankbait. Definitely going to have to be throwing this in probably like a trophy bass lake. Probably, most likely. I'll put all the links, you know, for all these products down in the description. Oh, this is a cool little Nicolas Lures Mojo Spoon. And this is $6.99, or valued at $6.99. And I could definitely see this working just for stripers, or for, you know, bass that are feeding on herring, or, you know, even just bluefish. Say if I'm going down to the Jersey Shore from out in Montauk in my kayak, and they're feeding on peanut bunker, this would definitely be a hot ticker right there. And now this is something really, really goofy that I've never seen before. This is a double plopper. You know, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Whopper Plopper that's been, you know, like in a lot of, you know, other YouTubers' videos, you know, when it first came out, and, you know, it was definitely an effective bait and caught a lot of, you know, big fish. This thing is, though, just crazy. This is valued at $17.84. It kind of has, like, the shape of a, kind of like an, you know, a castable umbrella rig almost. You know, has 3 arms. I really got to take this out of the box because it's so crazy looking. I just want to get my hands on it and see how this thing works. Look at that crazy thing. So I'm assuming you know, I mean, it's kind of actually. It's. I take back what I said. It's not more. It's more like kind of like a buzz bait rather than a umbrella rig. I mean, it does have the arms, and it's kind of it's probably a mix more or less between a spinner bait and a buzz bait. And yeah, I could definitely see this working early in the morning. I've never thrown anything like this. It's definitely one of those crazier lures that you know, you'd have to be with someone and seeing them catch fish on it, or you'd have to literally be doing it yourself to really believe it. Like, you know, if I went up to you and was like, "Oh yeah, they're hitting the double plopper," you'd be like, "What the heck's a double plopper?" And I'd show you this goofy lure, and you'd be like, "Yeah, right." You know, just looks like an ornament or something you hang on your Christmas tree. But definitely interesting. I'm definitely probably going to give it a shot once the water warms up and we have, you know, some better weather here. And then I got some baits here. This is the Reinforced Strength and Durability Lunker Hunt Core Strength. I don't know what this kind of looks like, some kind of bug or something. Let's see what we got here. No, it's a crawdad. Crawdad imitation here, black and blue. Definitely a good bait, and this is valued at $5.49. So $5.49 for, you know, package there. Oh, and this bait actually has little tiny, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's really cool, little tiny like flickers of gold on its appendages. That's actually really awesome. And in the legs. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and flash it in the light there a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely see rigging this on a chatterbait, you know, or just fishing it on the back of a jig as a trailer and, you know, flipping it in dirty water, like on the Potomac or something. I haven't fished the Potomac in a really long time. And yeah, then these right here, I could see me using right now actually for winter holdover stripers. This is the Ketchco Pro Series tournament grade fishing tackle. Looks like an eel of some sort that would be phenomenal for striped bass. I love that. That's awesome right there. Really awesome. And this is this is the Swimmin Grub. Ketchco Pro Series Swimmin Grub. This is $2.99, but you know, has some good scent to it, and definitely could be effective for, you know, saltwater stripers. And there it goes. I just threw the first bait into the lake. Just gonna finish my lunch right here. Really good. Anyways, I'm gonna pack it in. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. I packed a lot of stuff just to make this video, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and never forget, live to fish, fish to live.